Hi YouTube, how y'all doing? Now this video is gonna be a little darker, like my skin color. But anyways, this video is gonna be 5 infamous animal attacks. So, animal number 1 is Tyke the elephant. Tyke the elephant was an African elephant performing for the Circus International. Now, Tyke has had a history of escaping due to constant abuse from the animal trainers. And on August 20th, 1994, the circus was performing in Hawaii. Out of nowhere, Tyke the elephant snapped and began to go on a rampage. She killed her trainer and injured her groomer and another man. Sadly, due to her killing her trainer and injuring 2 other people, she was shot and killed. She was shot 86 times. Now, there is a documentary about Tyke the elephant. If you want to watch it, it's called Tyke the Elephant Outlaw. It'll give you more details about like what was going on and stuff, but like seriously, Tyke didn't deserve to die. Like seriously. Now, the next animal that I have on my list is Stephen Miller. In 2008, Stephen Miller, an animal trainer, was mauled by a 700-pound grizzly bear named Rocky. Now, Rocky was trained to wrestle humans in many different movies. I don't know these movies, but it was used in many different movies to wrestle people. And while they were recording a training session, Rocky just snapped out of nowhere and he bit Stephen Miller right on the neck, piercing his jugular vein. And there is a video on YouTube and you can see Stephen Miller just going off screen, and off screen he died right there just before paramedics arrived too. That's really sad. Yeah, and the worst part is his cousin was watching the whole thing. Now, they did pepper spray the bear so the paramedics can arrive, but like I said, he already died before paramedics even arrived. Alright, the next person is Timothy Treadwell. Now, Timothy Treadwell, or the Grizzly Man, was an American bear enthusiast that enjoyed making documentaries about grizzly bears in Katmai National Park in Alaska for 13 years. He had a great love for grizzly bears, like real love for the grizzly bears, to the point where he named all the bears that he encountered, spoke to them, and even got up and close and personal with them. You don't do that. Seriously. You do not do that with any wild animal, let alone a grizzly bear. But on one October night, all hell broke loose. Timothy was sleeping in his tent with his girlfriend when a grizzly bear came. This alerted Timothy, and he decided to get out the tent and start recording. Now, this is October. October is fall, and this is time where hibernation is about to happen, meaning that, if you don't know, bears eat as much food as possible. Now, back to the attack. Timothy set up his camera, and the lens, he did not remove it. He forgot to remove it, but he did turn on the camera. I'll get back to that. He got closer to the bear, but the bear began mauling him right in front of his girlfriend. In horror, his girlfriend screamed, and the bear put its attention on her and began to maul her. They were both eaten by the bear and discovered days later after tracking and killing the bear and finding their remains inside of the bear. Very graphic scene. Oh my god. Now, remember how I said the camera was well put? It was set up and everything. Well, yeah, the audio, there is an audio of the bear attack, but you know, it's not going to be shown to anybody. That's a piece of lost media actually, but this is a channel about animals, not lost media. And the thing is, bears are not notorious for eating people, but it's happened before, especially if they're preparing for hibernation and food is scarce, which is what happened. The bears are going to get desperate, and if they get their paws on a human, well, the human is dinner. Next person I have on the list is Surinder Singh Bajwa. Delhi's deputy mayor Bajwa was in his home one night when he was attacked by a group of rhesus macaques. For Haitians, macaque, you know, monkey. But yeah, the 52-year-old tried his best to fight off the monkeys, but it was no use. He then fell from the first floor of his home and suffered a massive head injury. He died hours later in the hospital. That's very tragic. Now, the last person I have on my list is 19-year-old Taylor Mitchell. She was an up-and-coming Canadian artist who was one day in a national park in Nova Scotia when she was attacked by a group of coyotes. The coyotes were aggressive and began to chase her, and they started to attack by biting her and clawing her out. Witnesses heard screams and saw a trail of blood and torn clothing. They then followed the trail to see Taylor on the ground with a bloody coyote standing over her. She was airlifted to the hospital, when she was pronounced dead 13 hours later. And fun fact, this is actually the first related human death by a coyote in Canadian history. So yeah, also that's everything. That's all 5. RP to all the people and the animals that tragically passed away due to these attacks, and we need to do better. Seriously, we need to do better. But anyways, that's it. I'm out.